Hello everyone, welcome to my channel and welcome back if you have already been here. Anyways, let's get started. A boy covered in blood walked through the snow-covered forest, leaving a trail of blood-stained snow behind him. You had been following ever since he escaped his captors, which was weird. The tire had popped on the van popped, causing the van to flip and killing the guards inside, with the boy coming out as the sole survivor. You had been lost in thought, trying to figure out how the tire popped when you stepped on a twig, alerting the boy of your presence. He turned around quickly, trying to spot you, but you were in your wolf form, and your fur was white, so finding you would be difficult. "Who's there?" he said, scanning the area, when he looked in your direction and froze. His volcanic eyes bored into yours for a moment. You thought he could see you, until you heard growling coming from behind you. Turning your head, you saw a wolf, a normal gray wolf. You growled at it, trying to discourage it from attacking. For a second you thought it worked, until it leaped around you towards the boy. The boy created an explosion from the palm of his hand, getting ready to attack the wolf, but you jumped on top of it, stopping it from hurting the boy. Just as you were about to kill it, it pushed you off with its hind legs, cutting your stomach in the process. You growled as it stood up and lunged at you. You dodged, but you weren't fast enough and it ended up clawing your shoulder. You were heavily bleeding, and you knew that you had to finish this quickly. Both of you started circling each other. You stumbled, and the wolf lunged in, going for the kill. But when it was close to your neck, you swung your paw, getting a clean hit on its neck, clawing through the skin and muscles, killing it before it had even hit the ground. You howled, hoping that someone from your pack could hear you as you passed out. After a while, you woke up and the sound of growling filled your ears. Slowly, you sat up and realized your wounds had been wrapped. Then you heard the sound of an explosion. You looked up and saw the ash-blonde boy. He was now topless. Then you realized he had ripped his shirt to wrap your wounds. You were taken out of your thoughts when a loud howl filled your ears. You looked back up to see 4 members of your pack trying to get close, but the boy was stopping them, as if he was trying to protect you. You stood up slowly and shakily, then limped towards the boy. You leaned onto him to steady yourself. You startled him a bit when he realized just how big you were, with your head reaching up to his stomach. "Enough," you growled at them. They stopped growling and looked at you. "Alpha, thank goodness we found you. Are you okay?" a gray wolf said, stepping forward. The boy activated his quirk, making explosions from his hands. "Yuri, be careful, and turn human so he knows that you possess no threat," you say. "Why should we do that? He's an outsider. We need to kill him," a black wolf said. "Are you challenging me, Kuro?" you asked, staring him down. He bowed his head and then spoke. No, Alpha." "Good," you say, then looked at Yuri. "Do it." Yes, Alpha. She then changed into a tall woman with grayish hair and yellow eyes. The boy stood his ground and gave a low growl that you could hear, and it concerned you a bit. Yuri tried to get close, but the boy shouted, "Not a step closer!" And she froze. Unsure of what to do, she looked at you for help, but you wanted her to figure it out for herself. Hi. I'm a medic. Could I get close to help you?" she asked hesitantly. Why should I believe you? You'll probably try and attack us when you get close enough, the boy said, keeping his guard up. We won't. No one here will disobey Alpha. What? Hurry up, Kurto shouted. Kurto, shut up, he growled. Still want to say that they won't attack, the boy remarked smugly. Yes, Kurto is an idiot that doesn't know his place, Yuri said, rolling her eyes. Say that again, brat, I'll kill you, he shouted, staring at Yuri while everyone snickered at him. Kurto, one more remark like that and you will be on gardening duty for the next month. Fine, he said, sitting down. Yuri looked at you, then smiled. Thank you, Alpha. You nodded, then limped towards her. The boy, confused, but didn't stop you. Are you injured? Yuri asked as she watched you. You gave a small nod, and she touched your head, activating her quirk. A green light came from her head and covered your entire body, healing your wounds. You should stay in this form for a bit, so that way your body can recover more, he said, removing the makeshift bandages. Then, against better judgment, he shifted to your human form. Alpha, stop! Your body is exhausted. You need a rest. I'll be fine, he said, standing up and walking to the boy. Are you okay? He asked. Just as he was about to answer, he grabbed his head and screamed. You caught him before he fell to the ground, and set him down gently in the snow as he twisted and turned in pain. The brat's just pretending, Kurto spat. He just wants to get close to the Alpha. The others murmured, not sure what was going on. Kurto, you're on gardening duty for the next 2 months, you said, irritated. Yuri, come tend to his injuries, but don't use your quirk. Also check for tracking devices. You turned and walked to the others, seeing Kurto fuming. Why am I the one being punished? The boy is not faking. You're just being ignorant. You interrupted. But no buts. Besides, if I'm right, he'll become like us. Everyone was silent as you watched the boy scream in pain. Alpha? Yes, Yuri. You answered and walked to them. I found 3 trackers in his body. I'm going to need your help to remove them. What do you need me to do? Rest his head in your body, on your lap, and try to keep him from moving. You nodded and put his head in your lap and held his shoulders down. Then, turning her nail into a claw, Yuri started to cut the stitches holding his skin together to reveal a tracking device inside it. The boy's screams grew louder as Yuri continued to remove all of the trackers. Once it was done, the boy screaming and squirming listened. Why is he still screaming? Yuri asked. He is becoming one of us, so his bones and muscles are growing at an alarming rate, causing great pain, you explained. How do you know this? I don't even remember being pain, she asked. You pass out for a week or so that way your body can recover. You wake up with a headache, but you have no memory of the pain. You answered. She nodded, then asked, "But that doesn't explain how you know what happens." "I have seen nearly every member of our pack become like us," you say, watching the boy scream. Hours pass as you wait for the boy to stop screaming. Soon his screams stop, and he rolled over, wrapping his arms around you. Around your waist, showing his wolf ears and tail. You hummed and started playing with his hair and rubbing his ears. "Alpha, we should get going before they send someone over," Yuri said. You nodded and stood up, shifting into your wolf form. "Put him on my back. I'll carry him to camp," you said as Yuri started to put him on your back. Yuri started to throw another tantrum. "What? We can't take him to camp. He is a stranger. He could be a threat." Curl, shut up and start moving," you growled. "Yuri, get on my back and make sure he doesn't fall." "Yes, Alpha," she said, hopping on behind the boy. "Let's go," you say, running towards camp as the rest followed after you. You were slower due to your injury, but you were still faster than the rest of your group. After about 20 miles of running, you finally made it to camp. "Go rest," you said, turning to the others. They nodded and walked to their homes. You then started to walk to the infirmary. Once you arrived, Yuri slid down your back and walked next to you. "Alpha, you need to start taking it easy. I'm worried you will run yourself into the ground." "I'm fine, Yuri. Don't worry. I'll rest at home," you answered. "Nope. Once we get in the infirmary, you are resting." "Yuri, no, you are resting and that's final," she said, jumping in front of you and staring into your eyes. "All right," you say. When you finally got in, Yuri helped get the boy off your back and onto a cot. Then you curled up onto the ground and was soon fast asleep. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and please come back for another episode of this. Bye!